Good morning. It's Tuesday, November 18th. Apple Cider Day. Oh my God. And it's raining here in Los Angeles. Sign me up. Apple cider in the rain? Perfection. And now the news. Starting in Gaza, where on Monday the United Nations signed off on Trump's blueprint for the future of Gaza, moving towards possible peace in the region in a plan where Donald J. Trump is the chair of peace. So I don't know what to say about that. It follows the basic tenets of the peace plan that was put forward earlier, the thing that Donald Trump and co. have been working on, but it does not include a guarantee or any kind of timeline for an independent state for Palestine. Just like, hey, maybe after. We'll see. Russia and China abstained from their vote. So this is a big step, but it doesn't really move much right away. This is just the vote. The vote was a yes, but nothing is going to happen right away. As for the Board of Peace, which, again, Trump is the chair. Donald Trump is the chair of peace. So that's the upside down. He says that members will be named in the coming weeks, along with, quote, many more exciting announcements. So it's good to know that he is treating this with the gravity that he should. As I mentioned in yesterday's episode, on Sunday, Trump announced that he now wants the House to sign the bill that would compel the Department of Justice to release the Epstein files. On Monday, he took that a step further and now says that if this bill crosses his desk, he will sign it. This is an incredible reversal from a man who just Saturday was like, Epstein, I hardly know Steen. I will keep making that joke until you laugh at it, so learn to love it. Now, it's so stupid. Now, are we actually supposed to believe that he wants these files to come out? No, obviously, of course not, because he has fought against them forever. At first, he campaigned on, we gotta get him out. And then finally, he was like, he won. And they were like, great news. Those files, we can put him out. And he was like, oh, no, don't. So he doesn't want them to come out. So why then is this happening? A couple things. First, he knows that this will pass through the House. He has no moves left there. So he might as well just pretend to get on board. But in the Senate, he might have some room there. Majority Leader John Thune was non-committal about whether this would pass through the Senate on Monday. Non-committal. No idea. Imagine the bravery of those Republican senators just unwilling to say that they want these files to come out. So it is possible that Trump is talking a big game to be able to point to the Senate and say, see, I wanted to release the files, but the Senate is the problem. However, this reversal is significant because it is the first time, perhaps ever, that Trump has given in to his base rather than the other way around. He gave up. Not unlike their emotions because they've never gone to therapy, the MAGA party is genuinely fractured and fragile. It will be very interesting to see where things go from here. Just in a hot political goss kind of way. You know what I mean? It's not the most best topic for everything to be related to, but it'll be interesting political hot goss to see where things go from here. The vote is expected to happen in the House today. We'll see what the numbers look like and how the Senate reacts emotionally. We'll see how the Senate reacts. And in a little bit of, news, on Monday, a federal judge blocked the Department of Justice from handing over full grand jury defense materials to former FBI Director James Comey's attorneys, but only temporarily, noting, quote, a disturbing pattern of profound investigative missteps, end quote, which he believes may have irreversibly tainted, hate that word, so sorry about its use, the Comey case. Quote, the court recognizes that the relief sought by the defense is rarely granted. However, the record points to a disturbing pattern of profound investigative missteps that led an FBI agent and a prosecutor to potentially undermine the integrity of the grand jury proceeding, end quote. So because of that, the government has until 5 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday to provide a response to this ruling, with Comey's lawyers then having until 5 p.m. Eastern on Friday to respond to that response, which means that on Wednesday, we are going to see oral arguments in what will eventually become a shadow case of political persecution as James Comey tries to get his actual case tossed. Fascinating. And also, because now I'm back on that wanting to go to law school train. Choo choo. I don't know why I did a train noise. I'm so sorry about that. Also on Monday, in perhaps a coincidence of timing or perhaps a classic case of, hey, can I get some of that as well? New York Attorney General Tish James's lawyers accused the Trump administration of, quote, outrageous government conduct, calling the fraud charges against her, quote, patently unconstitutional, end quote. She's asking to have her case tossed out without prejudice, which means that if it gets tossed out, it will be tossed out forever. It does not get to go in the recycling bin. It's in the trash forever. 2 classic legal cases of when we know more, we'll know more. And that's it. That's the news. My throat is so scratchy all of a sudden. I'm fine. Look, we're doing a shorter episode because there's just been a lot of Epstein in the news, and it's so gross, and it's a lot. So I think we can take a short episode here and there for our noggins. There's other stuff in the news. The other stuff we'll keep. This is the stuff that you need to know about. We'll cover other things tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm proud of hot apple cider. Hot apple cider and a book when you're in sweats and you're on your couch and it's raining outside. But more than that, which seems impossible because that is like the greatest thing ever. But because you are also the greatest thing ever, I'm proud of you.